Remember how scary COVID was? Now multiply that fear by 100. That's what we're facing right now. In the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly how this new pandemic started, why it's so much worse, and what you need to do to survive. It all began in a small village, just like COVID. But this time, it wasn't bats. It was something way worse. I remember watching the news when they first reported it. A weird illness popping up in this tiny place no one had ever heard of. Sound familiar? But then things got crazy. Within days, not weeks, it was everywhere. Every continent, every country. People were dropping like flies. The hospitals couldn't keep up. It was like a horror movie, but we couldn't turn it off. And here's the kicker. This virus, it's not just deadlier, it's smarter. It's like it knows how to outsmart our immune systems. But that's not even the scariest part. You won't believe how bad this thing really is. Remember when COVID hit, and we thought that was the worst it could get? Well, this new virus makes COVID look like a common cold. I'm talking about people dropping dead in the streets. Hospitals so packed they're turning away patients left and right. Doctors and nurses collapsing mid-shift. It's pure chaos out there. The mortality rate? It's off the charts. With COVID, we were freaking out over a 1 to 2% death rate. This new virus? It's killing 1 in 5 people who catch it. That's 20 times deadlier than COVID, and it spreads way faster too. I saw footage from some of the hardest hit areas. It's like something out of a zombie apocalypse movie. Entire cities are ghost towns. No power, no running water, no nothing. People are fighting over scraps of food and basic supplies. But here's the real kicker. This virus is constantly changing. Just when the scientists think they've figured it out, it morphs into something new. It's like it's playing a sick game of cat and mouse with us. I heard from a friend who works at a hospital. She told me they're seeing new symptoms every day. One minute it's attacking the lungs, the next it's going after the brain. They can't keep up. And get this, it's not just humans. Animals are getting it too. Pets, livestock, even wild animals. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. The government's trying to keep a lid on things, but the truth is getting out. Social media is blowing up with stories from people on the front lines. It's terrifying stuff. I keep thinking about how fast it all happened. One day, everything was normal. The next, the world's falling apart. Makes you wonder what tomorrow's gonna bring, you know? You won't believe what governments are doing to try and stop this thing. It's like they're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. I heard they've got entire cities on total lockdown. Way worse than anything we saw with COVID. No one in, no one out. Period. But get this. Even with all these extreme measures, it's not enough. The virus is always one step ahead. It's like it's playing chess while we're still figuring out checkers. I was talking to my cousin who works at a big pharmaceutical company. He told me the race for a vaccine is insane. They've got scientists working around the clock, but it's not looking good. With how fast this virus mutates, by the time they think they've got something, it's already changed. And don't even get me started on the treatments they're trying. I saw a video of a doctor talking about some wild experiments they're doing, stuff that sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. But here's the thing, even the craziest ideas aren't working. You'd think with how bad this is, countries would be working together, right? Wrong. It's every nation for itself out there. I heard some countries are even stealing supplies from each other. It's total chaos. The scariest part? No one knows how to stop it from spreading. It's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. One minute you think you've got it contained, the next it's popping up halfway across the world. I keep thinking about what this means for us, for our families, for our future. It's like we're living in a nightmare and there's no way to wake up. And the worst part is, we don't know how much worse it's gonna get. You're probably wondering if there's any hope left. I mean, with everything I've just told you, it's hard to imagine how anyone could survive this nightmare. But listen up, because what I'm about to share might just save your life. First things first, let's recap how bad this really is. We're talking about a virus that's 100 times deadlier than COVID, spreads faster than wildfire, and keeps mutating like it's got a mind of its own. It's a total game changer. Now, here's what you need to do to survive. Stock up on supplies, and I mean really stock up. We're talking months worth of food, water, and medications. Build yourself a safe room if you can. And most importantly, stay away from people. I know it sounds harsh, but it's your best shot. Here's something that'll keep you up at night. Experts are saying this pandemic could last years. Years! Can you imagine?